Hey guys, Marty here. I'm gonna give you guys a little private YouTube only video right now. I guess most of my videos are YouTube only, but normally I do my crafting sessions on stream, and I actually did one today. I recorded using some alts and readles on this one, and then using some essences on it. But I don't want to use the footage because it doesn't translate well to YouTube, I don't think. So what I'm gonna do right now is I'm gonna do a little crafting session, specifically for YouTube. And so what this is going to be is I'm going to craft some Abyss Jewels. So right here you can see I've saved up a lot of Searching Eye Abyss Jewels. I haven't bought any of these. I've just been, throughout the course of my general playing the game, I've saved up a lot of item level 76 plus Abyss Jewels. So the reason 76 is important is because at 76 we have all of the possible damage rolls for Abyss Jewels. We have all of the life rolls except for Tier 1 life. Tier 1 life becomes unlocked at item level 82. So 82 is a great item level to roll these on as well. Let me buy some scours real quick. Professional YouTuber right here and all. But I realized I'm a little bit low on scours, so I'm just going to convert some. And anyone who's not aware, you can actually buy scours for chance orbs at the vendor at a 4-to-1. Often this is actually a better deal than buying them on PoE trade. Chances are usually about like 8 to 10 chaos each, whereas scours are often 2-to-1 chaos. So if nothing else, it's basically even. And you can also do, once you get Katarina 6, you can do her daily, and she'll trade you 30 scours for 96 chance orbs, I believe, which is a really good deal. So what I'm doing here is basically we're looking for Wander and Bow Jewels. This is a pretty good jewel, but I'm not going to keep it. The fizz isn't high enough, and on hardcore, pure damage jewels don't sell particularly well, but they do sell if you get good rolls. So right here I'm going to reroll this. We hit an okay life roll and res, hit mana, just scour over it. Quick reroll. Chaos damage, not worth keeping, even though the life roll's there. And so the prefixes and the suffixes, anything that says specifically to wand or bow attacks, that's always a prefix. So that's taking up the spot of your life roll. So generally you want to get life as the prefix and then reroll, because it's going to give you the highest odds of getting a jewel that's worth selling. These blind ones are worth looking into, so are onslaught, so our tier 1 fizz like that. Doomfletch isn't particularly popular, but it does actually, those jewels actually sell. So right here we have a great example of a jewel we'd want. So the life roll's low, but the lightning is tier 1 on the suffix. So we reroll and we hit cold damage. So this isn't a jewel that I can use because my jewels are all pretty much 4 properties at this point, or at least like nearly 4 properties. But this is still an extremely sellable jewel. So we're just going to put it in here. I'm going to put it at 15 chaos. Often they go for a lot more than that. Sometimes they go for a lot less. I imagine after I make this video, they're probably going to go down in price quite a bit, but that's fine. I don't really need to make money off of these, and you know, I like to roll them for myself, and all of us Wanderers, you know, the more people rolling these jewels, even though it's nice to be able to sell them, it's also great to be able to buy them. Like, you know, being able to just buy a slammable jewel right off the shelves, it feels really good. Now, part of why this is so profitable is because we're dipping into the 2 highest buyers of Abyss Jewels, bows and wands. Both of them want really good flat rolls. So a jewel like this, it's not even really good, but it's fire damage, a pretty high roll of it, tier 1 fire, and then a life roll. And if we hit a good bow, I mean, low fizz is not good, but if we had hit a good bow roll or a good wand roll, it would have been sellable. So those kind of jewels, you know, definitely worth rolling. And, you know, like pretty often you end up hitting something good here. So that's a high roll of lightning. I'll augment those just to see if you hit a really high suffix too. Here we got T2, T2. I'm going to hit a reroll on that. You never know. Sometimes you get lucky and you hit suffix or a good life roll, or maybe you hit a good suffix. The 3 damage rolls can sell. But this is also really beneficial because you can craft jewels that you can use yourself. This is how I crafted all of my jewels for the Rags to Riches series and for all of my Wanderers all league long. I just alt-reroll jewels until I hit something usable, and I sell all the ones that I don't want to use. And so you have a very low loss while doing this. This is another good one, Double Cold. It's worth a reroll. So this hit another bow damage. So we've got a triple damage jewel here. These ones are hit or miss on selling, and I change the prices on these like usually once a day. I'm gonna put this one up for 10 chaos. In my experience, that'll usually sell. The crit multi, if you've killed recently, it's not a high priority one for me to augment to augment or regal. But if you hit something good with it, it's still worth rolling. Um, and I apologize if this video is a little bit all over the place, guys. I'm not making, I've never made a crafting video before, so I don't really know what to talk about or anything. But I'm just gonna kind of go through my thoughts as we go through here. So this is another double cold and lightning. Wind Ripper guys are gonna like a jewel like that. So we're pricing it lower because it doesn't have life. I'm actually going to put this one for 10 as well. There's no life on that jewel. So generally people who are buying that are either going to be people who are looking for a budget jewel or people who just straight up want the full damage, which are kind of the minority on hardcore. But those ones are usually really easy to sell if you price them low. And I'm gaining money if I sell it for 10C, right? So there's no reason to be greedy and try and go for the highest value on every jewel. It's good to just get a good trade where you're gonna gain money out of the deal and it'll sell fast enough to where you're not sitting on like 20 jewels for a long time. But at certain points in this league, I've been sitting on 20, 30 of these jewels, and they all sell over time. It's just a matter of waiting it out. So this is phasing and fizz damage to attacks. I'm actually gonna read that because it's T1 fizz. It says T2, but I think that's a bug. Maybe we hit life, maybe we hit a high fizz. Yeah, there we go, hit life. I think this is actually a really good jewel. Doomfletch people need the flat really, really badly, so I'm going to put this at 17. And you're going to notice something as I'm pricing these jewels. I don't price check. I don't go to the website and look at what I think, try and get super close to the value. I just throw a price out there that sounds reasonable, something that I would be willing to pay for that jewel if I was going to use it. And maybe I underprice a lot of them, but I don't even think about it because the way I see it is if I waste money on these, if I sell it for 3 or 4C less than I would have sold it for, could have sold it for, I still gain money. I'm still profiting. And the time I spend looking up all these different jewels, trying to figure out how close I can get it to, it's just not really worth it. And good rolls of these are actually going up in price because a lot of people are playing bows and wands at this point in the league. So I think these are a really good market to tap into, and I highly recommend that people try it. You might even end up selling a jewel to me. So this is Onslaught. Onslaught rolls are really good, especially if you hit the high roll of Onslaught, 6 to 8%. And then we hit 2 high elemental rolls. So I think this is definitely a really easily sellable jewel. I'm going to throw that one up at 15 because I think the mods on it are particularly good. And I run a live search on this. I guess I can put the live search in the chat below, or the description below. It's the search I've run all league. I just use it to watch for jewels. You get tons of jewels popping up. It's going to show a lot of garbage jewels, but it's also going to show the good ones. And sometimes the garbage jewels are worth picking up if they're really cheap. So I really recommend you guys check those out. But I mean, if you look at it, like if these jewels all sell, we've made at least like 80 or 90 chaos already. Not counting the cost of rolling, obviously, but there's always the chance that I had hit something that I could have used too, right? So that's really cool. I don't really go for the dodge rolls. Some people actually keep those. I see them get listed very rarely, like a 4-prop with dodge, but I wouldn't buy it because I don't really care about being 100% dodge capped. I'm close enough with just Vault Race and Phase Acro. Another really high fizz jewel. I don't really like single reses. In my experience, single res is pretty niche to sell. They usually sell really well when they do sell. Like a single res jewel, something like cold or fire or cold and fire or lightning and cold or whatever. Those jewels are kind of hard to sell at times, but when they do sell, usually the person is desperate for those resistances, and that's why they're buying it because they can't upgrade a gear piece to get that res. So at times you'll be able to sell those jewels for even more than a really well rolled damage jewel. Because people on hardcore care a lot about capping out resistances, obviously. Okay, this is a really good one. If we hit lightning damage to wands here, I can actually use this for my character. I can slam it. Cold damage to wands, still absolutely sellable. This one's going to go up at 20C. And the reason for 20C is we hit the T2 life, so with T1 lightning, and I think that is a really high value jewel. Yeah. I don't really augment the lowest rolls of the of the elements. Those ones have sold for me in the past. I've had pretty good luck with selling them. Oh, really good jewel again. See, it's so easy to roll these guys. And I recommend you do this for yourself. Like, don't do it just for profit, but do it, to craft your own jewels and then sell the ones you're not going to use. When you go on PoE trade, last time I looked, I haven't checked in a little while, but the bases, the 76 plus searching eyes, they were selling for about 2 to 3C a pop. And I recommend just picking up 4 or 5 of those when you're rolling your jewels. And you should hit a couple jewels that you can use yourself. You should hit a couple that you can sell, and you probably won't even lose money doing it. In my experience, I haven't lost money, but I don't want to say guaranteed. Ooh, nice, another double lightning with phasing. This is another really good one. So I'm gonna put that up at 17. And you're gonna notice all these prices are quite low. But they just add up, right? You can see how many we're making so quickly. Here's Life Onslaught, definitely worth a regal. Fizz to Wands, someone would probably want that, some guy who's doing Fizz Wands, but it's such a niche market, I'm not going to bother. I'd rather just scour it and try again. Maybe we'll hit something here. Lightning to Wands, cold damage. I'll regal, see if I hit life. I hit multi. I think that's sellable. It's a lot of damage on this jewel. The cold roll is low, but the lightning's high, and we got a multi. But because it's a triple damage with not the best rolls, I'm putting it up at 10. And don't use this video as a price check, guys. Like I said, I'm just pricing it randomly. I haven't even looked at the prices. I mean, I've been watching my live searches to see generally what these things are going for. And maybe I'll make an update video at some point to show that all of the jewels have or have not sold. But if they don't sell, I'm just going to lower the prices every couple of days. I would reply to this guy, but I just want to finish my video with the jewels. But yeah, so every couple of days, I lower the ones that haven't sold by a couple chaos, and usually they'll sell shortly thereafter. But you don't need to be in a rush to lower the prices. I'd say sitting on them a couple of days is a good idea, especially if you're not logged in a lot. Like, I'm pretty much always logged in if I'm home. And even when I'm not home, sometimes I'm not logged in, or sometimes I'm logged in. If I sleep, sometimes I fall asleep with my game open. So I can get a pretty good idea out of that, if someone's interested. Because when I check my messages, did I get a message about these jewels? If not, then I probably need to change the price. Every once in a while you hit something really good. Oh, there's another double lightning onslaught. I think that's easily like 13C. Totally random number, but I think it's about what I would pay. And if I would pay that amount, I think that most people would pay it, because I'm a little bit stingy when I buy things. Unless I think they're like crazy good. I'll pay out the ass if I think that it's like really good, or maybe there won't be more of them up soon. Lightning to bows. Crit chance is not worth keeping, guys. You don't want crit chance. The reason being, crit chance is just a really low value stat on like jewels and nodes on the tree and stuff. It's just not really budgeted as well as other things. Like multi is going to give so much more damage for the points. Local crit chance on like a wand is insane because that increases your base crit, but crit chance on a jewel, avoid that shit. And also I recommend avoiding most of the niche stuff like this evasion rating while moving, or like the accuracy if you haven't crit recently or whatever it is. Those kinds of things are generally not worth it. Same with the move speed if you haven't been hit recently. In my experience, those ones don't sell. And I could be wrong. Feel free to try it yourself, especially if you hit like a really good one with one of those. Also, this increased damage against abyssal monsters. Last league, I would have bought a jewel like this, but this league, abysses just aren't plentiful enough to where it's worthy of keeping, even though the other mods on that jewel were really good. But yeah, so like this is a really good market to tap into because people love wands and they love bows. I should have regaled that Fire and Life. I wasn't paying attention. And it's like, it's beneficial for us. I'm sure there are going to be some people who craft these jewels all the time that are going to be annoyed that I made a video, so more people are going to do this. But I really, really think that's strictly beneficial. Oh shit, I rolled over blind. Strictly beneficial for all of us who play wands and bows, even if we roll our own jewels, because now more jewels will be on the market. More jewels on the market means easy sales. I probably should have kept that, actually. Even though it's not going to sell to a wander, it might have sold to some like other MOM build that needs blind on hit. I'll read that. Oh, double lightning life. I'm gonna put that at 17 or 18. Lightning just generally sells better. Like, even for bows where they're not always speccing into the lightning nodes on the tree, for whatever reason, the lightning just sells extremely easily. Cold sells really well on bows too, I've noticed. Anything I've hit with like double high cold rolls in life, it usually sells within a day or two. And this isn't like a video where I'm telling you guys you need to go do this. This is like a huge profit opportunity. It's just something where if you want to make a bow or a wand character, do it. Make yourself a little bit of profit and hang on to the searching eyes that you do drop. Don't sell them because you can sell them for more profit if you craft them into bow and wand jewels. I'm sure you can make money with the other abyss bases as well, but I don't know those markets because I don't play builds that use them. So I'm just recommending searching eyes. And anyone who's not aware, searching eyes are bow and wand specific. Murder size are melee specific, so like swords, axes, maces, staves, that kind of stuff. Ghastly eyes are summoner ones, so you're going to get a bunch of summoner mods, not good for attacks. And then the last one, I forgot the name of it, it is hypnotic eyes. Those are caster oriented. I think I mentioned this earlier, but accuracy is really good if you hit it with bows in particular. Maybe a little bit less so this league with the new Deadeye, but at least last league, like accuracy jewels were king. If you hit the T1 accuracy roll, don't worry about the T2 or the T3 accuracy, but the T1 sells like hotcakes. Because every bow guy, at least last league, wanted like 2 of those accuracy jewels, and now they probably want 1 with the Deadeye double accuracy. They might not want them. I don't play bows right now. I haven't actually looked into it at all, but they used to sell, and the ones I've had this league sold pretty well. Nice, so that's double lightning cold. This one will sell quite well. This is going to sell to a wander. Like when you hit the double lightning, they're going to pay. So I could probably even price that one at like 25 and it would sell over like a couple of days. So I'll craft these next two and then I'll end the video. I can see it's already getting quite long. But I just wanted to get some more content out. I had to end my stream early. My internet seems to be fine right now, but for the past few months I've been getting really bad frame loss around peak time. I don't know what to do about it. I've contacted my ISP repeatedly. They are of zero help. They keep telling me that it's Twitch having issues, despite the fact that I lag in-game and on Twitch. I drop all like 80% of my frames while I'm lagging, and every time I lag in on Twitch, I also lag in-game, and it always ends at the same time on both. So I don't think it's Twitch. Maybe I'll try and get in contact with Twitch, see if they can help me out, but yeah, my ISP is not helping. However, tomorrow I'm getting their new modem, and the new modem uses a different chipset. So my current modem, which is the only available modem type with my current ISP, it uses the Puma 6 chipset. I don't know too much about this stuff, but this is just what I've read online and what I've been told through employees and forums. Oh, wow, that was lucky. But basically, my current modem uses the Puma 6 chipset, and the new modem uses the Puma 7 chipset, which apparently has less issues. It still has issues with streaming and ping-sensitive gameplay, but it has less of them. So, I'll take a shot in the dark and hope that it doesn't screw me over. But anyways, I'm going to finish crafting the rest of these jewels. My video is getting really long, and the point's been shown. You guys have seen kind of what I do with the jewel crafting. If I had hit like T1 lightning, T2 lightning to wands, and life, 35 to 45, I would have slammed it. But I didn't hit that, so whatever. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I hope you guys make some money off of this. I hope it helps you gear up your wanders. And thank you all so much for the support in my stream and my YouTube. I've been getting so much love from you guys. It means the world to me. And I'm sorry, I'm not going to be uploading too many videos right now. You see how one of these jewels is already selling. But I'm not going to be uploading too much videos to YouTube at the moment as I push to 100 on my wander. But I'll try and upload anything relevant that I do. So which one is this? Yeah, this is. I knew this one would sell. Like I said, I probably could have put this one at 25C and it probably would have still sold. But I'm not too worried about losing 10C here or there. I'd rather just get the trades. But yeah, so I'll try and upload some stuff, but the content's going to slow down now that I'm not doing the Rags to Riches series. Whenever I think of cool videos, I'll throw them up. And whenever I don't know, maybe I'll upload when I hit 100. And I'm planning on doing that Uber Elder character, like I said. So I'll be uploading my Uber Elder attempt if I even make it to that point on the character. I'll probably upload some of the crafting I do on the gear for that character. I'm going to craft the gear off stream so that I can upload it for you guys. And I'm not a master crafter or anything. I'm just a guy who plays the game, and I make some of my own items like this helmet, which is pretty badass, and I really like it. Anyways, guys, hope you enjoyed the video. Thank you all so much, and have a great day or night. Goodbye.